Y'all ever thought about changing the world?
Yeah.
So how we go about it?
We gotta stop building up neighborhoods and start building up some communities.
I mean, literally, if not now, then when? If not you, then who?
It can't be me without we.
I just feel like we're waiting for somebody to come save us.
Like, we gotta start giving back.
That's a fact, bro.
We gotta do better.
What's good, y'all? I'm Roy.
I'm Braille.
It's Jeremiah.
We back at it again. It's episode 4
Episode Fizzle.
of We Gotta Do Better.
We gotta do better.
If you guys are new, welcome. If you guys been rocking with us since episode number 1, now we at number 4.
We appreciate you.
Appreciate you guys. Keep tuning in.
I got 4 rings like I'm Braun.
Hope you find some value from the conversation that we about to have.
Yeah, you already know.
All right, yo, let's kick it off.
Basically,
Major question. Do you think, why is it important to be yourself?
why is it important to be yourself? Because it's, first of all, it's easier. It's easier to be yourself than to be somebody else.
Wait. Is it really easier to be yourself? Think about it, because isn't it easier to conform to society?
I think it is easier to be a follower, to be
That's a real deep question. I think it's easier to be yourself only because of the fact that it's like you wake up with your own thought process, and then it gets affected. Only time it gets affected and you start changing your thought process is if somebody else comes to you with a seed and they drop it in your mind.
So my question is, so when judgment passes, that's when you no longer want to stay as yourself?
When judgment passes, that's no longer when you want to be yourself. That's what you said?
Yeah.
It can be, I think it can be a difference between influence and you just being a follower. Like,
all right.
because
I'm going to say, go ahead, finish your thought.
I can say, like, Drake, like, he influences me. And I feel like, like some things that he has, like his house and stuff like that, I wouldn't want something like that. So that doesn't make me a follower, but
No, we're just talking about being yourself. So
I mean,
it's
I'm
important to be
it's only
yourself.
effective. Yeah, it's important to be
It's
yourself.
important to be yourself, but I feel like a lot of people aren't themselves.
A lot of people aren't themselves. Yeah,
It's important to be yourself, but when I see how people interact with each other, they're actually not themselves. Whatever the situation is, they're gonna conform to that situation.
they all messed up in the head. They just want to be, because they feel
they
like
want to be
followers.
down. Yeah, when you want to be
Yeah,
down,
they want to be down. I want to be like you, bro. I want to be blood, like
not even
like,
yeah.
or whatever. Like not even like, I'm just
It's
saying, like,
no, but like everyone walks through life,
Yeah.
they're not themselves,
Yeah.
and there's almost a fear of saying what you truly want to say,
So my
being who
question
you truly want
is,
to be.
when do you become yourself then?
when you stop caring about what other people think about you.
When you raise your own stock raises within yourself.
I feel
Own
like
self-awareness, when you know yourself.
when that value comes in yourself.
Yeah, both of that is exactly what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, like, literally, as far as like, I feel like once you start to
That's self
become
value.
self-aware of yourself, and like, you start to become more self-aware and like just understand yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Like, have a
understand what ticks you off. Understand what you like to do, what you like to eat, what you like to watch.
Yeah, like,
Don't
knowing yourself.
Watch something because your
Other
man's like
people,
watching
yeah.
it. You know what I'm saying?
Or
Like,
doing or
Yeah.
partaking in
certain
things,
activities that you know you
not
wouldn't really
wanna
do. Like, for example, I'm not finna throw nobody under the bus, but there was a time back in the day where I was with this one person that I knew, and we literally was posted up at nighttime, like around 9-10 o'clock, waiting for somebody to rob.
For what?
Because I just wanted to come up.
And but you wasn't being yourself. You was
But
being
I wasn't
a follower.
feeling myself, because you wanna know what happened? We see this lady. Boom. I don't know how old she was. She probably was like 30, 35. I don't know. But we like, we on her. My man's ran, snatched her bag. And then I was just like, like, I was so scared, bro. Like, I was so scared because I seen the fear in that woman's eyes. And she was like, help.
Yeah.
And I'm there and I'm like,
And you like,
oh
this
my
not
God,
me.
this is not me, bro. And I dipped and I ran home. And there's some people who be like, you know what? they know that that's not them,
But
but
they
they still
still
gonna do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I realized that at a young age, I ain't want to do all that. So that's important.
And I'm actually glad that you said that. I feel like if you're not yourself, someone's gonna control who you are.
Yeah.
If you're not true to who you are, someone gonna plant you who you are. They're gonna
And
be
it's
like,
funny. That's how
if
people.
you're not gonna do your own thing, you're gonna do what I'm doing.
Yeah. You gonna do
So
what I'm doing.
I think that's why it's
you
important.
Gonna follow me,
it's
baby.
important to
That's
to be yourself.
Literally, and
I-
that's
I
how people
actually
give
like
into
that
peer
statement.
pressure and stuff like that. Like
Oh, peer
literally,
pressure. It's a bunch
it's
of
crazy
followers.
because of the fact that like when Jabril said that statement, a lot of people will go through situations like that and then be like, oh, maybe I'm gonna get used to it eventually, and they keep following instead of understanding
battle.
themselves and knowing like, yo, you know what? I personally don't like this. Internally, I felt crazy. I don't want to do it.
But there's almost a
What is the other person gonna say to me? Oh, what are they gonna say to me?
There's also this thing called tacit agreement. So tacit agreement is actually when you disagree with something, but you don't verbalize it. So if you say, oh yeah, like I want to go out and do this, that, and third. It's probably bad. You don't want to do it, or you think I should do it, and now I do this. I don't do anything. I don't say anything. I believe it's wrong, but I don't say anything.
Yeah.
Tacit agreement is me knowing I don't agree with it and not saying anything.
Yeah.
And now you, oh yeah, facts. I'm gonna
do it.
I'm
I'ma
gonna do it. So now you basically co-signed it.
Yeah.
Without even saying anything.
Yeah.
So that's also a thing about that.
Yeah, so it's more so like, remember when we had that first video? Because it kind of goes back to that, and we were talking about how people not talking about anything, like your silence is violence.
Yeah.
Remember, like the video we was talking about, like, okay, so like you not saying nothing is actually saying something, so you're an enabler because you're not speaking up against it. Kind of thing.
You're not
talking against it. You know better.
You
ain't doing better.
You're not speaking your true thoughts. Yeah, you're
man.
not being the best version of yourself.
Come
That's
on,
why
man.
we gotta do better.
You gotta do better at all times, man. This is what we about.
During like today's era,
Yep.
I think people are being themselves. Or you think everything's a trend? Hop on the latest trend.
Listen, it's a trend. Every day it's a trend for these guys. Next year, every year since I was in 192, bro, like that was my middle school. Every year since 192, it was always like a new pair of jeans or something.
Oh yeah,
that you gotta wear every year.
You remember the Robin jeans?
Yeah, it was Robin jeans,
Tavanides,
the True Religion,
nudies and shit. Everything's
it's always a new trend. Now it's like KCB and KSUB. I don't know how you say that shit. And,
now you got Micah Married all this.
And Micah Marys and all that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Everything's hopping up. But
it's
they're
always
not,
a new trend.
They're not, that's not them.
Yeah, they just following that.
People not getting, You think that standard is
honestly, it's crazy, bro. I seen a meme like 2 years ago. What's those jeans? Those expensive, those
I don't know,
jeans
bro.
A Boogie was always talking about.
Micah Mary.
Yeah. Those Jones. There was a kid on the bus, and it was a post on Facebook. It was like, yo, how you wearing $1,000 jeans?
You on the bus?
And you
That's not
taking
you.
the bus.
That's not you.
That's not truly you.
That's not you. See?
I think hip hop has a role in
Oh, absolutely.
people not being
Hip-hop,
putting
yeah.
that facade on.
Hip hop influences a lot, though. Hip-hop
So
influences
now
a
we
lot.
got young cats out here doing things, like they balling. That's not you.
They just trying to live up to the
tryna-
image that they look up to.
Yeah, so
And it's
I feel like
cool.
and that's why I've said that I feel like today's age is rare for someone to be themselves.
To be themselves.
They are
very rare.
They wake up in the morning, they put on their costume on what
like
what does the world want to see? I'm gonna
Yeah.
put that face on.
yeah, like
And that's
I
when
said
people
this,
wake up in the morning, they're like, nah, let me go put my mask on.
yeah.
It's time to
I
take
said
this
this on the
mask
book.
off.
I said this on the book. Like you go outside, you go on the book, and you watch the book or you scroll through IG. Every person is just a copy of another person. That's it.
Yes,
I'm just a copy of another person.
I mean, how many pictures you seen with basically the same thing
with
just
the
different
same
person?
shirt, the same hat,
Same
same
everything.
this. I'm like, hold up. He got that same hat. You gonna wear the same hat that he got? You don't want to have no type of originality to yourself.
Nah,
Yeah.
but I mean, bro.
But that's fashion wise. That's fashion wise.
Fashion wise,
that's
okay.
production,
Yeah, I can't say
bro. I
that. You
wouldn't-
right.
Yeah.
But what if even let's really realistically, let's talk about even the drug culture. They making things trends, popping perks.
Oh,
that's a
perky get me lit.
Xannies. Oh, and
Xanny
all
get me
type of
lit.
music.
Nah,
I know
facts,
for
though.
a fact no one before they heard it in the music
Ever
you
pop
ain't,
no
you ain't pop no
Xans, bro.
Xans.
You ain't pop no perk.
You ain't sipping lean and all that. You're not doing that. That's not you.
It's not you.
But it's hot, so you like, all right, now that's me.
I'm about to see what's popping with that.
It's crazy.
now-
People
now
say
I'm a-
things in the
Fredo
song.
did it. Once the
Yeah.
speaker knockers did it.
It's
That's what he's
crazy.
like. I'm gonna try it.
And
You know?
now-
RIP to they souls, man.
R.I.P.
Yeah,
R.I.P. to both those.
Yeah,
brothers,
I don't
man.
even know why you
We're not
did
even
all
gonna play it.
that.
I'm sorry, man. I'm just.
Nah, I heard that. I was like, oh, where you going with that?
I don't know where he was going with that. To be honest.
But what you call it, that, and it's funny because people that listen to those songs, like, and they think, oh, you know, sipping lean, doing codeine, stuff like that is like is cool, and it's the culture. Future was talking about like he don't even do half of that stuff.
He just talk about it because it sounds cool.
But he openly admitted this
Yeah.
is not my life.
yeah.
It just sound cool and it rhymes. So
But
I'ma
the
do it.
reason that's a problem is because now everyone is
Yeah.
just a robot.
And that little
You
little
don't function.
boy,
You don't
Yeah.
function for yourself. You function
Functioning for the
for everybody else.
and what they think,
And
what
that
they
still don't
say.
bring you happiness because you still go to sleep at night confused and think you alone and think nobody get you. Yeah, you gonna run the next day. You gonna run and do the same exact thing anyway.
Like you're lost. You're a lost human being.
and
That's
it's
basically what it
crazy
is.
because it's
You're a
like
lost
when you
human
say
being.
that, and I think about it, it's like, you know, some of those dudes that like they're dumbing out, and it's like, yo, why are you doing the most?
Cause I have a rep to live up to, bro. I have a reputation, and if I start doing something different,
now
it's gonna people gonna look at
whoa,
me
whoa,
differently.
whoa, bro, yo, you not you.
Oh, you different
Yeah,
now.
you not-
Yeah,
you
bro,
blood no
you not
more,
blood
bro.
no more, bro.
I'm not
What
mad.
happened, bro? Like I was
That's
like, nah, it's not me.
People, yeah, when you start to change, people start to look at you different.
It's funny.
Yo,
'cause
didn't Jay-Z say something like that?
he definitely
Like you
did.
fought so hard to stay the same.
I'm
I'm trying to be myself now. I'm
Yeah.
trying to change. I'm
It's
not trying to be
crazy.
like
Trying to
you.
maneuver.
It's crazy. Free Kodak. Kodak definitely said that. He was like, yo, like, why work this hard to stay the same?
Yeah, I want to.
Like,
I want to be
yeah.
me.
Literally.
I want to be me. Being me is the best. God made you individually for a reason, uniquely. You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying? For a reason.
A person that thinks for themselves is a dangerous person.
It's funny.
Dangerous, bro.
When
know,
you got a
Sweetie,
mind of your
as
own,
you
you're
said that,
dangerous.
Literally, that's the first thing. When you say a person that thinks for themselves, that's the first thing I thought is a dangerous
you are
person.
dangerous when you have a
Absolutely.
mind of your own and you not.
Because when you don't
But some
conform
people
to
could take that as
society-
being selfish.
Nah,
Thinking for
not
yourself.
really.
Thinking for yourself.
No,
think
because
you-
now
no,
now
let me tell you
you're
something.
challenging the culture.
Yeah,
You're challenging everything that everybody knows and
I don't-
everything believes.
Yeah.
Listen, I feel
Now
like
you
as far
coming
as-
at what I'm used to.
Yeah.
Now I'm offended. Now
Yeah.
I wanna.
But look, no, like as far as thinking different and like being selfish, I feel like we should address that real quick. Like the difference between that is more so like being selfish is when you prioritize yourself. It's not like you're thinking for yourself. It's like when you put yourself as the number one priority
Put
in
myself
every
first.
aspect.
Yeah.
Like in every aspect.
I repeat that for me. Run that
Like
back
when,
about me
so
one more
like
time.
you know how you said, oh, because some people view being selfish, like when you think for yourself.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying, nah, what you can consider selfish is when you put yourself as the number one priority over everything.
Yeah.
That's when you're selfish.
Over your family, over your spouse, over
Yeah,
your
everything.
kids. And it's a problem.
Everything.
Yeah, I think maybe he was trying to say like when people think you're selfish because you're being yourself. So in their mind,
Yeah,
you're
in their
selfish.
mind,
Yeah,
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 you're
yeah.
selfish. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, oh, this guy don't care about nobody but himself. But I'm thinking
nah,
about my own self interest.
I'm using my own ideas. that
Yeah,
I just thought of.
if I don't look out for myself, who gonna look out for me? Nobody. I mean, except for you, unless you got your
Is there-
friends and stuff like. You
All
know.
right, let's be truthful for a little bit, for 2 seconds. Probably take a couple seconds to think about it. Is there a time you wasn't being yourself, or do you think you're being yourself now, or do you feel like you struggle with that from day to day? Because I feel like everyone struggles from that.
I feel like everyone struggles from day to day to be themselves, but I feel like I'm content with myself and like the person I'm becoming. So I feel like I'm close to like I feel like we don't know who we are.
Mm-hmm. No, we still
Like we're
looking
still
for it.
looking.
Still looking for a purpose.
But I
right
feel
now.
like I'm closer than a lot of people. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
hold you.
I
I feel
feel
like
like
more so I'm getting to that step where like, you know, like I'm starting to get that self-acknowledgement, like that self-realize, you know.
you
It's that
finally
self-discovery,
feeling like
self-
you that
self-
guy.
That self-discovery.
Like, yeah, I'm
self-discovery.
him.
All right,
Who's that? I'm him.
I am him.
I am
I
him.
am him. 'Cause, yeah, I also feel the same way. I
Talking
feel
about
like
man.
when you're growing up, you're actually conditioned
To
you-
confide.
Yeah.
you're groomed. You're groomed to
To follow
you
and
follow this. You follow this rule. You follow this rule. You follow this. You do this. You do this. You do
Yeah.
this.
but that helps develop you into the person that you are. So all that is good. It's good
But,
and bad things.
yeah,
for things.
I guess
It's
it
crazy
is.
when you
It's
say
double-edged
that.
sword.
Literally, the way life is, the way I see it in life, like all your situations, everything.
It's
you're
which way
going
you
through,
groomed. Right?
Yeah.
It's which way you grow, and it's more so like what do you take out of it? Because like
Yeah.
a situation could be bad for you. Literally, let's go back to that situation when you was in that situation when you was with
Yeah,
the
yeah,
man
yeah,
and the lady and all that,
Mhm.
right? What you took out that situation, you learned. You learned about yourself. You learned what you don't want to do,
like,
what
I
you're
don't
never
wanna
going to
do
do
that.
again.
Yeah.
Now let's change the perspective of it. Say you're not thinking that way, right? What you
Snatched
could have
her
got out of
bag.
it, you
Yeah.
could have got out of it. Oh, it's a come up, it's lit.
It's lit, bro. I'm about to
keep
go
going.
back and do that shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's not what you got out of it. You took a different thing out of it.
And now he, now yeah, now,
Now I'm a
now
different
you're changed,
person.
now
Now
you're
I'm
changed.
changed. Now I don't want to put nobody through that fear. It's all about your perspective and what you think of it, how you think of it, how you look at it. Feel me? Same thing.
Yeah, so definitely I feel like your experiences definitely do mold and grow you as a person. And it's like what you take out of it will help determine how, you know, how you turn out and like what decisions you make in the future.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I kind of, I like that. I like that. That was good.
Mm.
Because we're talking
You humming
about
like Kid Cudi.
because we're talking about being yourself and how most people aren't themselves.
Yeah, you just
and
wanna be
they're
followers.
they're being a follower. Why is there such a lack of leadership? Why isn't there more leaders? Why are there just mostly followers? Because there could be. Do you think there could be good leaders and bad leaders, or you just think just leaders in general?
Absolutely. There can be
let's-
good leaders and bad leaders.
Let's just go with why are there not enough leaders in general?
Wait,
Because
real
everyone's
quick,
a follower. So
real
why-
quick, before we get to that, can we talk about
I
good
wouldn't-
leaders and bad leaders real quick?
Yeah,
'Cause
that's
fine.
that is
yeah, let's go to
that
that.
is actually something that is so serious.
who's
You want
a
to
good
tackle
leader
that? Or
and a
you
bad
want
leader?
us to tackle that?
Nah, we're gonna do this together.
You could
All
tackle
right,
that. You
for
could tackle
one.
that.
I'm gonna start off with an example of a bad leader.
Let's hear this.
Who you got?
Hitler. Well, oh no, actually, I take that back. Let's go back to the leader aspect. He was a horrible person, but a great leader. So I take that back because he used his words to manipulate millions
He
of people.
Yo,
and
that's
it's actually scary.
exactly. And these people
So-
actually
I
believed in
spoke-
what
I
he
spoke-
said.
I spoke on that before.
Yeah,
I spoke on the same
Like
thing.
We had
Napoleon.
this conversation before.
No, I spoke on that
We
in
had this conversation before.
yeah. So he was leadership wise, he got a lot of people to follow him,
Yeah,
but he got a lot of people to go down the wrong path.
yeah.
Wrong
No, he's a
path.
horrible person.
That's a bad leader.
So no, so now hold up. So is there
Okay,
such thing as a good leader?
Let's fix that. Let's fix that then. As far as on a moral compass, he's a bad
He's
leader.
a bad leader.
Now, if we're
In terms of
talking about leadership aspect,
just leading people.
probably top 10. Like that's
Alright.
it's crazy.
Let's actually
So who's an example of a good leader?
no. Let's go. Let's characterize him as an influencer. He had a lot of influence.
He had a lot of
Influence.
influence. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
He influenced your mind.
He influenced the masses.
Yeah, he influenced a lot of people. He put that seed of hate into a lot of people, and
It
then
grew.
and it grew, and now he had them to also think
Yeah.
we're the best race.
All right. Let me
Yeah,
tell you
yeah.
something.
So,
Let
yeah.
me tell you something. The way you know you're a great leader / influencer when you can get somebody to think that your thoughts are the thoughts of their own. So
Get them to
literally,
buy
what
in.
what he did was have these people in their homes in his military think that these decisions that they were making were the best decisions, which is
Like-
actually crazy.
Inception.
Yeah, I'm gonna think. Yeah, that's I don't know. I don't like it. I don't want to even talk about him no more.
Yeah, nah, because
He
Man, we
But-
don't
but-
we don't
but-
we don't we
'cause-
don't like Hitler,
yeah.
but we just thinking about we just talking
leadership in
about what
general.
he did.
But
like,
that's actually let's get off his point. And the people actually, there's people that would
Let's
follow
talk-
him. The decisions that were being made,
yeah,
those people weren't
our
thinking for themselves.
followers,
They
they
were
weren't
being
thinking about
followers.
themselves.
And
they were
that's
being
the,
followers.
so yeah. Here we go. All right, so I'm gonna go and say
But wait, maybe they was thinking about themselves, but in a way of if I don't follow this, I'm gonna be looked at as different, or I might not be able to like go into certain situations.
they weren't being
certain
themselves.
places.
That's not themselves.
But that's kind of like what's going on.
Self-preservation, but they weren't being themselves. They were
Self-preservation.
following the crowd to preserve themselves.
Yeah, I'm saying, and I'm trying to say like, even though they're following the crowd to preserve themselves because you know they want to be good and they want to be able to go in certain situations. That's probably what like people feel to this day. You know what I'm saying?
Like in regular, so like in
Yeah,
a regular
regular-
society,
yeah,
standpoint,
regular society,
like
yeah.
conforming to like social norms and stuff like
Yeah,
that. You
yeah,
feel
yeah,
like,
yeah.
so you're saying basically you feel like
Some
people do what they do is they confide to society and they follow all these like social norms just so that they could fit
Social
in
media
and feel,
trends, yeah,
and feel safe.
and feel
so. He's an example
legit,
of
feel
a bad
cool.
influence. Actually, when I was asking the
What are you
question,
talking about?
No, you talking about Hitler still?
Why are we
And
still
I-
talking about
and
Hitler?
I don't want to talk.
We're not
We're
talking
not
about
talking about Hitler.
No,
I
bro,
just
move on.
moved. I just
No,
I just
when you moved on it still sounded like it was a part of that. So
No,
that's
we
why.
ain't,
That's
we
why.
ain't talking about Hitler, bro.
Oh no,
yeah.
I'm just
we
saying
talking about
like,
social media.
Nah.
We
Yeah,
talking about current
yeah.
age.
You got my man
Still
Wallen over
wait.
here.
Yeah, I was still throwing.
No,
me off.
bro.
Yeah, I was like, yo, I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Bro.
But basically, the aim of the first question when I was asking the question, I was really saying, why is there a lack of good leadership in terms of our community? That was really the question I was trying to get.
Well,
Why do you think there's or do you think there's enough leaders?
I think there's a lack of. Well, I think there's a lack of leadership in the community because certain people in the community only get influence if they have a certain type of clout or if they know people.
All right.
And nobody gonna listen to a regular person that don't know nobody. So,
Fair enough. I feel like it starts at home. If you look in the black community, a lot of these families don't have the dominant male figure. They don't have a father figure.
Okay.
to show them.
So it's like they don't have that sense of,
This is how to run the household.
this is how to run the household. They don't have a sense of guidance.
This is how
Okay.
you provide.
And then literally,
that
One thing that-
trickles over
that
into the
trickles
rest of
over
their
into the
lives.
and it's crazy because my pops put me on the game and he made me realize this. And he was telling me, he's like, dudes that don't grow up with their father, a lot of times why they get in conflicts with the law is because this is the first time they're being confronted with authority
Okay.
from another male. They never done
I don't
this
agree
before.
with that.
Hold on. They never handled it before. So they don't know how to go about it. So like, you know how if me and you come in contact with police officers, we know how to conduct ourselves. We know like, there's certain do's and don'ts.
Yeah.
Okay.
A dude that didn't have this level of guidance does not know how to conduct himself because he didn't have that guidance.
Mm-hmm.
So he would think, this guy trying to step to me. He'll act up. He'll feel offended if the cop's like, where you going? He's like, yo, why you ask me that? He feel like he's being challenged.
That says a lot about their mentality, though.
What do you mean?
Because, like, you just said that because they don't know how to deal with authority. You know what I'm saying? And the cop coming to you and asking you what you doing, and he gonna be like, he gonna be antsy and shit like that.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, you don't gotta act like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta be like that. If the cop says something to you and you getting antsy back with the cop, that's on you.
Yeah.
That's because you and plus it's common sense. Like that should be common sense for every black man growing up. Not saying that.
But where they getting the sense from? Who's
There's
teaching them
people
this?
in life.
So
Jeremiah
Jeremiah's
people
saying
in life. It's not just cops.
He's saying
It's authority figures.
No,
it's
Jeremiah
teachers.
is saying that there's no leadership in the
There's no
household.
leadership in the household.
So
Yeah,
there's
so it
no one to
trickles
lead.
down.
So it trickles
So
down.
the kids don't know how to deal with authority
Yes.
figures.
Now, here's
and
my
that's why they
thing.
get in trouble with the boys.
Now,
Not even the boys.
I have
It
a
doesn't
point.
limit to boys, teachers too. You know when you get in trouble in school, all that stuff, because they don't know how to deal with authority in general.
There's no leadership at home, so there's no leadership outside though.
Exactly. All right, I get that.
All right, this is my question really, because people know there are problems like this, issues like this. So because we know there is a problem, meaning everyone knows, even the fathers, they know.
Yeah.
Why is there still no leaders? Why is no one to take that? Why is no one stepping up to the plate and taking charge and saying it's my responsibility? I'm gonna own that. They rather just wait.
Self-interest.
You wait for the next Al Sharpton or whoever is your leader.
Self-interest.
You know what I'm saying? And this could be for any type of community. But I just feel like there's a lack of leadership in general. No one wants to actually step up.
Nobody wants to be that one person to
take all
go
the
and just
pressure.
do that because they're going to be looked at differently.
I feel like there's a high standard
Like,
that
you
they
look
just
at-
don't want to get. They
think
just
about
don't-
us.
It's easier. It literally is easier to be a father.
Think about us. We over here we trying to do. We got to do better in order to give back to the community and
this is
inspire
us.
them, right?
Yeah, and this is our
Boom.
step of trying to be leaders.
What's making us
Exactly.
trying to do
Me
that?
too.
What's the mentality going on through us? Or we want to actually be the ones to do that. Some
wanna be
people just don't want to do that. They worried about their own self and their family and how they going to get to the next best thing. They ain't worrying about helping the next man do that, but they don't understand that helping other people get what they want, you gonna get what you want.
It's being being selfless.
Yeah, being selfless.
And it's more so like they don't feel like, taking that step, that first step. That first step is hard. And it's like, dealing with like just people opposing you, people not agreeing with your point of view.
Judging you.
And it takes a lot to step out your comfort zone. And some people just generally don't feel like doing that. And, people are looking for self-preservation.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Somebody got to be the one to take a stand.
Somebody.
That's why we
here. We got to do better, and we gonna do better, and we gonna show you that you could do better. All right, baby.
Y'all gonna see that a couple years from now. It's gonna be a big wave, and it's gonna start here.
Big wave of we got to do better. People all around the world
of individuals freely thinking for
showing
themselves.
Us, oh yeah, I could do this.
I could be better for my community.
I don't gotta act like this guy just to be like this guy. I could be this guy.
I want to be better than what I was yesterday.
Better than I was yesterday. That's it.
That's the goal. Like you just want to be better than the person you were yesterday.
And I feel like if we groom ourselves to be leaders individually, that's how the test of a great leader is not to have followers. It's to actually groom other leaders.
Yes.
But we're going to get to that after our sponsors.
Play the music.
Today's episode is brought to you by We Gotta Do Better.
We gotta do better.
Funded all the way by us.
We gotta do better because I'm doing better.
I'm doing better too, baby.
Yeah.
All right. Hope you guys enjoy the show. Here we go.
We're back after a word from our sponsors.
After a word from the sponsor, we back.
How are you guys feeling today? Feeling good. Okay, we're going back into the conversation. I'm over here chatting.
Yeah. All right. So can everybody be a leader? Or
everyone has the capability to be a leader. But are they going to be the leader is the question, and it's a decision to make.
Everybody has the capability, yes. But are you going to be that leader?
So anybody could be a leader.
Anybody can.
Everybody has
the ability to be a leader.
Ability to be a leader, but it's just it's just a matter of if they're willing to do that. If they're willing to be different. If they're willing to put themselves out there and be that one. Because sometimes there's a lot of bad things that could come with being that leader. You know what I'm saying? People want to tear you down. Saying, you don't agree?
So everyone is not a leader, but everyone could be a leader.
Absolutely.
That's your stance.
Yeah.
I think
you gonna tell me everyone can't be a leader?
I know. I think everyone is a leader
in their own way.
Yeah,
in their own way.
You a leader in your specialty, whatever your uniqueness is. That is what you leading in.
I appreciate the token, but no, I don't feel like
you're not jacking it.
No, because like
I'll explain to it after.
I feel like everyone has the capability to be a leader, but it's like there are some people who truly just conform, and like who are they leading if they're following? Or are you thinking that they have somebody following them, so therefore they're still leading someone?
No, I'm saying you are a leader in your own right through whatever your gift is.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
So that's why I say everyone is a leader. Just in their specific field, that's what they're good at. That's what they're running.
Real quick though, we talking about people who are in tune with themselves, who are actually going out to do things, to have those followings behind them. The people who are good at what they do, who are presenting their skills. What about the people who are not presenting their skills, who aren't doing anything at all? They the leaders too.
People who
they ain't find their purpose.
So then that's what I'm saying. Everybody
so finding your purpose is tied to what you're saying.
Yeah, trying to leadership.
It does.
All right. Well, because how the thought is that if I'm good with social media,
yeah,
this is my expertise. I'm the leader of this right here. This is my lane. I'm gonna lead this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not good with the speaking part. I'm not good with the editing part.
Okay.
Or whatever. So whatever part you good at, that's what you leading.
Yeah.
Whatever part you good at. That's why teamwork is there.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're all leading. We're all playing our position. It's be like a football team.
Role playing.
Literally, this is why I said
the running back can't be the quarterback.
Yeah.
No, he can't be. That's why I said everybody can be a leader. Everybody has the ability to be a leader. Now, if you're gonna tap into it,
okay,
that's on you.
Tapping into.
So it's literally like I feel like everybody has the potential to be a leader. Everybody has that energy within inside of them to do it. It's more so, are you gonna make that grand decision to bring it out of yourself? You know what I'm saying? So like, yes, everybody has that capability, but there's people who sit on their ass and doing nothing.
Like, what are you doing with your life? You're just sitting on the couch watching life pass you by.
What was that? I forgot the commercial. Yeah, I forgot. I was thinking about it. The college commercial. Whoever's the viewers, please comment what commercial that was from.
Please and thank you.
That's a good one.
But yeah, so like literally, when you're doing stuff like that, and like you're literally not leading anybody, you're a detriment to yourself and your own growth.
Yeah.
So
Get
it's
connected for free.
For free.
But
Get
education
connected.
connection.
What's the,
I had to get it. I had to.
Like,
That's a different one. That's a different commercial.
I don't know that one.
Let's reel it back.
It's really back.
So yeah, so now we have, so everyone can be a leader. They just have to tap into it.
Yeah,
Yes.
you just gotta do what they gotta do, man. Tap into your inner self, your inner being.
So before we get into how actually people become leaders, okay, how do people tap into it? What are just some base characteristics of a leader, of what you think a leader is?
all right,
Grit.
Grit,
Heart.
definitely heart. You gotta be willing to do the groundwork. A great leader is someone who does the groundwork, who's been on the low level, who knows what it's like to be there. Know what I'm saying? And it's like they're showing by example. So, for example, let's bring it back to football. When you was a captain on the team,
Yeah.
you was lifting, you was doing the most.
Yeah.
Like, you was doing a lot of extra stuff.
Yeah. He was
You
performing
leading by example.
by example.
So you not only see people like, he gonna be the captain on the team.
Yeah, I can't walk the walk and not actually.
Yeah,
I
you
can't
gotta
talk the
walk-
talk and not walk the walk.
Yeah.
I gotta be example of what I gotta show
Exactly.
what I'm preaching.
I got
That's
another
why-
leader that we could talk about too. Like let's take it real biblical. Moses was literally outside with him, walking. Like he was literally walking. So a leader is someone who is taking initiative
Yeah, in the field.
and in the field.
In the
Yeah, but
field,
they're
and they
practicing-
putting their self at risk.
Yeah, like
You know what I'm
they
saying? Like,
There's
not
a
really
there's a
necessarily at
sacrifice.
risk, but
No,
you know.
there's a sacrifice when it
it's a
comes to be a leader.
sacrifice.
Yeah.
Because you have to be the one that disciplines yourself, because no one else is
Yeah.
going to discipline.
Alright,
So
well-
you got to make almost not, I want to say life harder, but you gotta limit yourself.
Real quick, another person we could talk about. Let's switch it to sports now. Jordan was a leader.
I was thinking of
if you,
Kobe.
if you watch RP to that man,
RP,
definitely. But
man.
listen, if we actually look at I don't know if you watch the Jordan documentaries or whatever the case
Yeah,
is.
I ain't watching.
Bro, I didn't really watch all of them. I watched some of them, but like, yo, the mindset on that man is different. Like,
Yeah.
to be a leader to the point where it was like he was in there talking about, yo, he was not accepting nothing less
Yeah.
from anyone.
I'm not accepting
He
that.
was like, yo, he was practicing all the time. He was doing like he was leading by example.
He was inspiring.
He was exactly to be a leader is to inspire.
It's to inspire
It's like,
others.
literally, he's sitting there doing what he has to
No,
do
let-
to the point where it's like dudes are following.
Let's talk about a present person, because I think he's very important for this topic of leadership.
Ooh.
Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler.
All right, if we're gonna talk
go.
about Jimmy Butler,
Jimmy Butler carried his team from his little rookie team, the Heat, to the finals. If that doesn't show you leadership, I don't know what does.
you know,
I don't know if that. I don't know if that.
That's not
relevant.
leadership.
Real quick. Nah,
That's just a baller. He's just a baller out of
Just a
control.
baller, but he
we
influenced his
not-
team.
Speedy don't know what he's talking about. He don't watch
Yeah,
basketball.
yeah.
That's why he
Balling
said
out of
that.
control.
No, literally, he don't even know what he's talking about because that's why he said that. Literally, Jimmy Butler's a great example of a leader.
Yeah.
Literally, let's take it. Wait, before you say anything, because you about to interject, you don't know what you're talking about.
I got a point, but go ahead.
Oh, you got a point.
No, I'm gonna give you the point.
Let's bring it back because you could be leaders in all. Like from your definition of leadership, you can lead in what you're good at. Your talent.
what you're-
This is his
yes.
talent. Basketball. We talking about sports.
Exactly. His
you can
calling,
lead in
his
sports.
purpose.
So yes. So let's bring it back. When Jimmy Butler, I knew this man was different when he was on the Timberwolves.
Yup.
The way he violated them at practice, what he did, the starting five, he's like, yo, y'all not working hard enough. Y'all
You're not
working
grinding.
enough. What he did, he took the third string dudes,
Mm-hmm.
made the other four dudes play with four other third stringers,
Smoked them.
beat the starting lineup in a game.
Okay.
To prove the point that your work ethic is not enough, y'all not doing enough.
That's leadership.
All right, that's fair.
That's leadership. He left the 76ers because they
That's
wasn't
fair,
really
that's
trying to
fair.
ball.
Yes.
But,
And then he went to the same Sixers. They weren't trying to ball neither. Left them dudes. Went to the Heats.
And now look, they was trying to ball. He influenced them. He was the leader of them. He was the dog
Bro,
of them.
if
He
you
brought
were-
it out of them.
if you
Leaders
remove-
bring the dog out of
Here,
others.
the point that I make, because only time I watch basketball is during the finals. Whenever
Yeah,
finals
yeah,
come
yeah.
on,
Okay.
that's the only time I watch. So when the conversation that Jimmy Butler comes up,
Yeah.
I hear this like, yo, he's the guy that did all that.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking, I was like, you think it was one man that he was the guy, he was the component. You don't think it shared with maybe the coaching?
No.
Oh,
You don't
no,
think so?
no.
I don't know. I only watch basketball during the finals, so that's why my
Yeah.
point. That's why when you said Jimmy, he's the reason. That's
No,
why
I'm gonna tell you why.
I
I'm
thought
gonna tell you
maybe
why.
it was coaching wise.
No, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Because for one, if you actually look at the numbers, just look at his numbers. But let's take it away from the number aspect. If you look at the mindset that he had,
Yeah, the mentality.
the mentality,
Okay.
it took over. It branched out to the team. It was also
You had the dog mentality.
My
was
son
on
Tyler
some-
Hero was like,
it was on some,
I'm
like-
balling. I'm a bucket.
I'm not a basketball fanatic.
We're not gonna
or
talk
fan,
about. We're
so
not
we
gonna
gotta
talk
move
about
on
this.
for
But
basketball.
I'm just saying we talking about Jimmy Butler.
He
and
got,
his
he has
quality.
characteristics of a
Yeah,
leader.
of a
I'm
leader.
just saying how he made the squad.
like not even made them because those
He
cats was
helped them,
good.
yeah.
But you know what it is? He had their buy-in.
Okay.
Literally
Pushed
to be a leader, he had their buy-in. He had them feel literally. Let's be realistic. No way, nobody really thought they was gonna beat the Lakers. A lot of people didn't really think they were gonna beat the Lakers.
Yeah.
If you go pound for pound, look at the team. Nah, but you know what he did? He had them believe that they are good enough to hang with them and actually win.
And that's
those
what's,
games.
that's the
Yeah,
most
that's what a leader
important
does.
quality as a
It's
leader.
to
The most
inspire-
important quality.
Inspire and then have people get that hope.
The buy-in.
and
There's-
that
there's
hope to
hope.
actually take action on that hope.
All right, yeah, like a characteristic of leaders is a leader has vision.
Yes,
A
vision.
leader knows where they're going. They're not looking at the current circumstances. A leader is looking beyond the present circumstances. All right, so what was some characteristics that we actually ran through? We ran through. So they have
Being
obviously
grit,
they have grit.
influence,
Okay,
heart.
influence.
You know,
You gotta be able to make decisions.
You gotta be able to make the
yeah,
tough
make
calls.
quick decisions, make them tough calls.
Because
Grab
a
your
follower doesn't know
balls.
what to do. The leader is precise on this is what we're doing.
This is
We're
what we're
going
doing. This
way.
is how we going to do it. And if you got a problem, then
And decision making, that's big because it's literally this or this. There's no in the middle. I'm in the middle.
but sometimes that could be a bad thing because some people would think like it's only your way or the highway.
No, you
Nah.
make a decision and you go with it.
I'm going with what I'm
and then
going with.
Whatever happens after that, you pivot from there.
Yeah,
Cause
make a decision.
making the tough decisions.
Making tough decisions.
Cause those,
Yeah.
cause
Yeah,
what was this?
that's why the president got to make the tough decision. They don't give that to the secretary or to the vice president. They give it to the president. He got to make the decision.
There's
He's the
checks and
leader of the
balances.
country.
There's checks and balances.
There's checks and balances, bro.
Yeah,
Like
Oh.
literally,
you tried that one though. Good one.
like literally,
yeah, checks and balances.
as
man.
far as it goes, it's definitely you need to have the grit, you need to have determination, and you gotta have I don't know if stamina is the right word for it. It's mostly
Oh
like
yeah, I know what you're saying.
tolerance. Like, you gotta be able to-
you gotta be resilient.
Resilience is the word.
Resilient.
You need resilience. Like you gotta be able to take the worst of it and shoulder it, and you gotta be able to keep going.
That's it.
And
You gotta be strong when everyone else
is weak.
is needed. Is trying to lean on you.
Exactly.
You can't fold.
Like
The guys who are
What about
goats.
true leadership?
And outside the world, like what? Nelson
and
Mandela.
outside of outside
Nelson
of sport.
Mandela. We
He's
got
a-
Muhammad Gandhi. Gandhi.
Oh no,
That's how you say his name?
Nelson Mandela's a great leader.
I'm not talking about Nelson Mandela. I'm talking about Gandhi. We're not talking about Gandhi here.
What's
I-
wrong
this
with
why-
Gandhi?
All right, let's just talk about Nelson Mandela. This is why he's a great leader. Because remember I was saying sacrifice, right?
Yeah.
He was so bought into his vision that he went to jail for how many years? 20-something years? He went to jail for that long.
Yeah. Just to prove a point.
Just to he stood on
Yeah.
his beliefs,
Yeah.
and he inspired people from jail.
So
That's crazy. That's
So-
the big, he made a
Yeah, that's the
sacrifice. He made a
biggest-
big
that's the biggest-
decision.
that's
He's
the
like,
biggest
I'm standing-
sacrifice
I'm
you
standing
ever
by
made.
let's
what-
tie that into it. He made big decisions. He made the sacrifice. He showed resilience.
Yeah.
So it was like literally
And determination.
and determination. So it
He
was like
gave
literally
them
he
He
was
inspired other people.
and he five things, and he
we
inspired
go.
other people. So it was like literally he was the embodiment of what a leader is because
Mm-hmm.
he stuck to what he felt when the tough got tough. He
When it got
showed
tough.
resilience.
Show that resilience. Show that dog inside of you. Bring it out. Bring it out.
Now, how did he get to that point? What is there a switch that turns you on into a leader? Because you don't just become a leader out of nowhere. So
Nah, you don't have.
there's a series of events or there's things that goes on in your head that
All right, so I want you to answer this because you were a leader at one point.
at one point I'm a leader right now. What you mean?
I'm talking about on a football standpoint. Take it easy. Take it easy, bro.
Football standpoint.
Yeah,
Football
you
standpoint,
was
'cause
a
we
you was a
played-
captain at some point.
All right. Oh, high school
So,
as a captain.
it doesn't-
Like,
it
We was
doesn't
going
happen
0-4.
overnight.
We was going 0-4. How
Wait,
was
wait,
you
wait.
feeling being the
I'm
leader
a-
of the squad and you
Not
couldn't
even
lead us to a
that.
win?
Not even that, bro. That's not the question. Real quick. The overnight thing. You said leaders don't happen overnight. How did you become a leader? Then? Like, what happened?
to me, like you said before, I was a leader by example. So my way of leadership was I'm a grind. Y'all knew when it came to football in high school and came to lifting.
It was no game.
I'm not playing. This is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Y'all see how I'm rocking. Y'all see what I'm doing. I'm going hard every time, and that's my way of leadership.
So
Now so I what I lacked was I kind of wanted to be everybody's friend. I don't want to miss. I don't want to
mess up no relationship.
Yeah, I don't want to be. I don't want to. Yeah, I want to be friends with this person. I want to be friends with this person. I'm a baller regardless. I'm a baller regardless.
But I don't want to call nobody out on no.
Yeah, but I don't want to call.
Doing.
Yeah, so the switch flip when coach actually literally looked me in my face and he was saying while we were losing, he said it was my fault.
It's your fault.
And I think shout out to Coach Barnett. I actually thank him for this. He literally because it registered with me. And I was never the same after.
It's crazy because it wasn't even really. It really wasn't even Speed's fault.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
all
no,
laughing.
It was my fault.
But no,
because I wrote an essay.
Hold on, let's backtrack.
Let's talk about
hold
that.
On. Let's get. We gonna go.
Yeah.
So he was saying it was my fault because he knew my ability, he knew the team's ability, but he knew that it had to come from within the team. And he was saying that I wasn't that guy that was real in there. He said I let everyone do what they wanted to do.
Yup.
And that's why we were in the position we was in. And at first I was so shocked and I was like, I was offended. I was like, you telling me it's my fault? I'm balling out of control. What you talking about?
I remember that whole situation.
And then now I started thinking
now
that
like, we older, I'm thinking about it. I get it.
Yeah.
I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying.
But I got it after he said it.
Yeah.
So remember when all the seniors pulled their right in the locker room?
Mm-hmm.
Where do y'all want to go from here?
Yeah.
None of that matters now. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Let's get to it. We gotta win these games, or we not making the playoffs. This is what we gotta do. Yeah. And there was no more BSing in practice. Remember, we were in practice goofing around.
I don't want to talk about practice. They hated me.
we literally for guys, people that wasn't there, we literally switched. It was that switch. It was a switch that it happened to me. That I was like, all right, I'm done. Enough is enough.
Yeah.
So I think you become a leader when you stop tolerating anything less than a standard and anything less than great.
Yeah.
When you like, I'm not having it no more, that's when you become a leader. And that's probably the time when I became a leader.
So to summarize in a nutshell, I feel like
when your tolerance, when you stop tolerating subpar, that's when you become a leader.
And you get people to buy in.
Yeah.
To buy into
like you when there's a problem and you actually I'm tired of seeing it. Let's go.
Wait, real quick. So to be a leader is when you establish your resolve, basically.
Yeah.
Because that's like the cold cut, like, I don't know if y'all watch anime or anything like that. Y'all probably don't. But, like, dude, Naruto, when he found his resolve, he was a natural leader. And it's like, literally, once you have that resolve, it's like you don't deviate from that. That's when you're taking that step and you're leading.
Something that you constantly see
when
that will sit right with you.
When I wrote that essay back in high school, was that a form of leadership?
Yes,
being that the team signed off on it and everything, and I was trying to get the team to come together. Was that a form of leadership, or was that a bad form of leadership? In the way I know the way I handled it, looking back, I know the way I handled it after the situation. Looking back was bad.
Okay,
but I'm talking about the whole concept of me writing the essay, the initiative I took for the team. Was that a form of bad leadership?
No, not bad. Was that a form of leadership?
Because that was my first time being captain of the team. So
was that a form of leadership? All right. So
was that a form of bad leadership?
Let me hear what you gotta say first.
You was here for that?
Yes.
All right. So
I was seeing you, bro.
So how that played off in my head, and how I could see how to coach it. From the coach's standpoint is take the gloves off. You're being selfish. You only think about you. You think about you want gloves. No gloves. I said no gloves. That's it.
Okay.
And you're like, it's just gloves.
No.
It's just gloves.
No. That's not what
you're making it sound. You're making it sound crazy.
This is how it is for me. No, I'm telling you, this is how I thought. I'm like, yo, it's just gloves. It's just gloves. And then you like, yo, it's literally just gloves. You proving your point. Yeah, you proving your point.
Yeah.
And then you got everybody to sign it. And the reason I signed it,
because of leadership.
No. I know. I signed it because support. I was like, yo, remember, I didn't wear gloves. I didn't care about gloves. Gloves didn't matter to me.
But you also couldn't catch.
Hold on. Literally, this is exactly what I was about to get at. This is why I was gonna cut him off, because this is not conversation we can have. This is for me and you, because this man didn't wear gloves and he couldn't catch anyway.
Yeah.
So when you did that, I'm gonna tell you why it was a form of leadership, because you had resolve. Literally, wholeheartedly, you in your heart believe, and his thing wasn't, oh, I wear gloves. It was, we all want gloves, because we all felt like we want to wear gloves. You the only dude that didn't care about gloves, but me, Charlie, BJ, Q, everybody wanted gloves. Everybody was like, yo, why can't we wear our gloves?
Yeah, you fighting the authority. There's no gloves. That's it.
All right, but that's a problem with leadership right there.
That's a leadership issue right there.
That's a leadership issue right there. How you not willing to listen to your
people?
squad?
Listen to your team.
Listen to your team.
For one, bro.
For one time. Our last year.
You talking?
That's bad leadership too.
So
same way the coach ain't listen to us. Same way we ain't listen to the coach. Coach ain't listen to us, and that's why there was no full chemistry.
And I
with the
stand
squad.
behind Bro to this day, because when he did that, bro, literally, though I don't like how he went about it after. But
what I did after was crazy.
Yeah, but the
thought
process.
You were never really a leader.
Okay.
You were.
Okay. He was okay.
You were. Because I also think to be a leader, you have to be emotionally mature. You can't be spazzing out like that.
Yeah, okay, I get what you're saying. That's
Like what you know.
I mean,
you can't
no.
spaz out like that. That was that. No. You cannot be a leader.
You're just on Barnett's side because I'm sorry for saying this man's name.
You cannot be a leader and literally just have no regard for your
So
emotions.
what did he?
Calm,
so that man.
So Napoleon.
Me
My
that
question:
man
Napoleon was emotionally stable. That's what you're telling me. He was a leader.
Let's say a good leader.
Hitler wasn't.
Let's clear it. Yo, we're not talking about him no more, bro. I'm saying a good leader. To be a good leader.
Kobe blacked on his team all the time.
Kobe smacked Paul Gasol.
Yeah, like what you mean?
And in that point, that's bad leadership right there.
You're
smacking
crazy.
someone.
Paul Gasol again
To be a true.
I'm smacking you to get into your place, boy. Get into your place. That's it.
Literally, Paul Gasol.
I wrote an essay. I wrote an essay and cited wide receivers and cited people, cited people from 1980,
and
1990.
you didn't buy into
and
coach.
Because I didn't buy into your vision.
No. Brill brought it into his idea and he stuck to it. Brill, listen, just because the coach says something doesn't mean it's right necessarily.
Exactly. That's basically what you're thinking of.
Listen,
He's the coach's coach. So if he says it is right.
Coach's coach.
That's
plays,
wrong.
Exactly. We play, so we deserve
our right.
Make that determination. That's why he's not on the field catching gloves.
So you the type. So
y'all
you
just have a resentment for him.
No. That's not a resentment. That's not a resentment.
We
You're
just calling
basically
it for what
saying
it is. A spade's a spade, bro.
Let's calm down. Like because it's not like nothing against him. But it is because you're trying to
leadership aspect.
The leadership aspect.
Leadership
He's our coach and he's supposed to be our leader.
Okay.
How you gonna lead and you're not even willing to listen to your people? How you gonna lead and you're not willing to conform or to compromise or to try something new? How you gonna lead and kick us all out of practice because the captain of the team that you made captain that worked hard all 3 years of high school, writing essays, citing facts, and why it can help and give us an advantage in the game.
Because literally gloves
and you kick us out of practice.
They don't hurt you
for that. And you talk about I'm a bad leader. He's a bad leader then.
Okay, you done?
Wow.
This is from literally.
You just supporting him. That's
No.
You just supporting.
This is from experience of post high school, looking back at it and playing for a great program. I played for a great program at Cortland.
Okay.
They let you wear gloves?
I bet you was nothing. You was wearing gloves over there, huh? Yeah, Erasmus Hall. They championships. They got championships.
Listen.
Let me hear this.
For one, you don't know the reason why he said no gloves.
Yeah, we did.
Yes, we did. He thought we couldn't catch.
He wasn't a receiver.
You guys were dropping the ball all the time. Stop. You guys were dropping the ball all the time. He's saying, "All right, no gloves. You guys are using this as a crutch. No gloves." That's his philosophy. And now look, when catching the ball, y'all dropping the ball with gloves on. You take the gloves off. Take the gloves off. So now at Cortland, the receivers in drills, you're not allowed to wear gloves in drills. You're only allowed to wear gloves
game time practice.
No.
That makes sense. We should wear gloves in the game.
Exactly.
No. But y'all couldn't even get over that point of the no glove. He said no glove. He suspended gloves from the game because what was happening.
I don't think you remember the timeline of when he started arguing about the gloves.
Happened in preseason. This happened before.
We went to Fordham. We went to Massapequa with gloves.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We was killing it.
And then
it became practice before Rutgers. It was a practice before Rutgers, and he started going in practice. I dropped
and every time you kept dropping the ball, he's like, take the gloves off.
Bro, I dropped one pass. This man's like, take the gloves off.
That's a rule. That basically what I was saying was there was a rule that he was setting that this was his standard, and we didn't get to the standard. Okay. We wore the gloves. We still dropped the passes, and we still went to wear the gloves after we dropped the passes.
Yeah.
I'm saying we didn't do our part, is what I'm saying. Because as like I said, I played for a good program.
But the leadership in that program is different from the leadership that we had, man.
Yeah, it is. But I'm saying, in retrospect, I understand why he did it, what he did. And I understand why we weren't successful.
The concept was good.
Because we weren't successful because we didn't buy into his leadership.
The concept was good, but the way he went about it was bad. Because literally, he wasn't on you can't wear your gloves during game. I mean, during practice, you can only wear it during games. He was on some no gloves at all. You wearing gloves for no reason. Take your gloves.
You're just trying to look pretty.
Even
blah, blah.
Literally,
that's not leadership. You're not willing to hear.
You
listen to your squad, man.
Bro.
That's it, man. You gotta listen to. I don't care what nobody say. The best receivers in the country, man, wore gloves. So. Yeah, I don't want to hear none of that.
So stuck on,
running back.
I'm stuck on that. He running back.
You so stuck
you don't know about
gloves,
that.
and you wasn't stuck. You wasn't thinking about the principle.
I think about the principle. What do you think I was thinking when I wrote the damn essay, bro?
You think about you.
You
think about me.
I wrote 2 pages of an essay. I'm thinking about me. I'm thinking about the squad because I'm like, we killing that Massapequa. We killing that Fordham. We killing right now. If we bring this same mentality into the season, we gonna be lit. That's exactly what I was like. So I'm gonna write this essay, and hopefully the coach is gonna see that I actually made it. Because especially being me, writing an essay for the squad, I think it's gonna make something different.
I personally feel like it was a different thing. Like literally, why couldn't I wear my visor?
That's not leadership. All right, that's cool. That's different, bro. That's trying to look cool.
So what?
That's not giving you a physical advantage.
Like I said, the principle behind it. You trying to look cool,
yeah,
and do all of this. We here to play football.
We here to play football. Was trying to grind.
He was trying to instill in us
a dog mentality.
He was trying to instill in us discipline.
I'm a dog with a visor.
You don't need.
And I get it.
You don't need
extra shit.
Remember, we couldn't wear pink. It's just a rule.
Yeah,
you can't do this. You can't do that. You can't do this.
Why?
Follow suit. Let's go.
Well, when we're losing, bro. When you're losing for 3 years straight, bro.
When you look good, you play good. That's all I can say.
When you losing for 3 years, 4 years straight, and you ain't getting nowhere,
bro,
it makes no sense to be dropping rules that's not making the team better.
Because it doesn't matter because
you want to blame all the team, all of it on us. It ain't on us.
It was a lot of it had to do
with
it. A lot of it had to do with me. I'm gonna take the heat for like I said. I take the heat for the role I played in us losing.
Yeah.
I take.
So you feel like your passive aggression is
your passive aggression,
my passiveness,
and not being a real leader is what
was my lack of leadership. My lack of leadership was why we losing, not because of the glove, not because of the whole thing. That became a distraction.
No,
the glove things, but
it
was
created
a distraction.
dysfunction.
It became, and now it was us versus him. Us versus him. Because of that,
he suspended half the team. That suspended me forever.
He ain't suspended me.
Yes, he did.
And
you had to apologize.
Yeah, but. I ain't get
suspended. You ain't get suspended, but
he
kicked you out of practice.
We had to do the run thing, but
he kicked mad people out of practice.
He kicked mad people out of practice that day.
Oh yeah, because I remember BJ.
And
BJ get the stay,
and that's probably why you said that I don't got emotional.
Because what you did wasn't right.
I was pissed off at the fact that he didn't even value the essay, and he kicking it, and then I was pissed with the fact the rest of the squad is getting punished for something that I made the decision to do.
But look, all right, yeah.
You're a leader.
We had to pay the price. We paid the price for our decision that we made to follow.
I paid the price, and I should have just paid the price with y'all. I guess.
We were getting a little carried away.
Yeah.
A lot emotional because we just talking about leadership.
Very emotional topic right here.
But the whole point was we were really trying to drive was we gotta recognize the qualities of leadership.
Yes.
And we gotta find that those qualities in ourselves, because I feel like we also we don't think of ourselves as leadership.
Yeah,
we have an idea in the mind.
Wait,
but we don't want to be.
You said we don't think ourselves as leadership.
No, yeah.
As
people in general.
Nah.
We know the characteristics of a leader.
What are you talking about, like as a whole, or talking about individually, us individually?
No, not us.
No,
I'm talking about in general.
Yeah.
In general. So people know what a leader is. People know the characteristics.
Mm.
But for some reason, we want that other person to be the leader, and we don't believe in ourselves that we could do it. But we really said all of this to say that you can be a leader.
You could be a leader. You can do it.
It's inside you.
You could definitely be a leader, and also I feel like being a leader, also an important thing is self-worth and self-value.
Yes, you have to
you
know
need
that.
to value yourself before you can value others.
And don't be scared to speak your piece. And if you feel something, don't be scared to speak up and
be yourself.
And be yourself. That's it, because that's most important. A lot of people's fake out here, man. Fake.
So, and being yourself, you automatically be a leader, because people are gonna see that in you. They're gonna be like,
Yes.
there's something about that guy that I don't know what it is, but I believe in him because
I believe in that man.
he don't act like everyone else. He's his own man. He's his own woman.
Yep, and that makes you dangerous.
One, that makes you dangerous, and you're inspiring others to do the same. So
Authenticity.
Authenticity, man.
be your true self, which come with time, learning about yourself.
Yep, that's
and
it.
stop conforming to the status quo. Be a leader. Be yourself. Like, just
That's
do
it,
better.
man.
Try to better yourself, and
And listen,
we gonna
Do better, man.
do better. We gotta do better every day.
You gotta
Man,
do
this
better,
is
baby.
episode 4,
Episode
man. We
4.
out.
Thank you, guys. It's love.
Love.
We be back next week.
Be back
Safety,
next
yeah.
week with
Another
our
episode.
man. You already know, man. Holla at us.
Let's get it.
We gotta do better.